Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new video. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a brow lamination tutorial. So I've never done this before. I did get sent this kit from Sassysaints. We should talk about the packaging really quickly, like how unreal it is. It came with this little newspaper which has the instructions inside. I will go through this when we get into the video. So yeah, it's basically going to be a first impressions of me trying the kit out, first ever time me laminating my own eyebrows at home, and then we're also going to see the outcome. So fingers crossed I follow all the steps correctly and it turns out okay. I think it will turn out well, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the kit itself, everything that you need and more is already in here. So yeah, if you are interested, make sure you keep watching and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you can see more videos from me. So jumping straight into the kit, like I said before, it does come with, it looks like a little newspaper article, and it does have Amber Davis on the front of it. And then when you open the newspaper up, it does have all the instructions inside, and it basically shows you how to do it. And then the actual kit itself is so cute. So it just looks like this, and then it just opens at the bottom, and you've got, like I said before, everything you need and more inside. So it's got stick it, shape it, fix it, clean it, and then boost it. You've got a load of like spoolies in here, so you can do this like quite a few times. So yeah, you've got loads of spoolies where you can just shape your brows. You have these which look like lipstick applicators, if that makes sense. I'm not professional, so don't quote me on anything I call in here. You've also got some like cotton earbuds and then some cotton rounds, and it also comes with some cling film. I didn't expect it to come with some cling film, but I thought that was a nice touch. So yeah, it comes with everything you need and more. Oh, I've just dropped everything out of it. Jesus Christ, I'm a liability. So I'm gonna properly read the instructions through, because knowing my look, I'll end up like singeing all my eyebrows off, and at the end of this video there'll be no eyebrow hairs to laminate. So it says on the first step to make sure you start with clean brows that are free of makeup and oil, and snap them before pick for the gram. So I do have makeup on. Jokes, this is all natural. I was born with red lips. I do have makeup on, so I am just going to quickly take off anything around my eyebrows. So I'm just going to use a little bit of micellar water. This one's just from Garnier. So I've never actually had laminated brows before. I do like doing soap brows though, so I feel like I am going to like the outcome if I do it correctly. So the second step then says to take a mascara wand and brush your brows upwards, and then grab at some, stick it, then carefully apply the glue and brush when it's still wet. Make sure you get a good covering all over and straighten out any curly hairs. Every follicle should be pointing in the same direction. So what I'm going to do for this part is, because I do the soap brow trick, I'm basically going to shape them how I would when I'm doing soap brows, and then hopefully that way I get the desired look. So I'm just going to do what the second step says and just comb my brow hairs up, making sure I'm getting like every hair as well, because I don't want any random hairs pointing down and the rest pointing up. And then I'm just gonna I'm just gonna paint some of this on. I'd just like to say that I have already done a skin test as well, and it's definitely vital to do a skin test, because the last thing you want is to react from it, especially something that's so close to your eyes as well. So now that that's on, I'm just gonna brush the hairs up whilst it's still wet. Do you know what? It doesn't feel too thick or sticky, but it's definitely laying them down. And I know with brow lamination you can have them as fluffy or as straight as you'd like them. I feel like that's better. There's also a fly buzzing around somewhere. So if you see a fly, zoom past the camera. So the third step is take some Shape It and apply a layer with your lip gloss wand. So I'm just taking the Shape It and the little lip gloss wand, and then I'm going to put a little bit of this over the brows. But then I'm also going to go back in with my wand. So I feel like my eyebrow hairs are being quite stubborn, so I am just sticking them all the way up. And then I'm moving on to the next step, which says to take some cling film and to put it over the brows. And it says that this can take up to 10 minutes depending on the thickness of your brows, like the brow hairs. And I've got quite fine brow hairs, so it says 6 to 7 minutes. 6 to 7, not 67. It says 6 to 7 minutes. So I'm going to leave this on for that amount of time and then move on to the next step afterwards. So whilst this is marinating, doing its thing, I'm going to put a timer on for 6 minutes. My first thoughts on it so far is it's a very easy kit to use. Like, it's very self-explanatory, and like I said before, there's just so much in it. There's more that you think that you need for a brow lamination kit, and it is also very easy to use. So yeah, I am liking it so far. So I'm going to leave this on for 6 to 7 minutes and then come back when it's finished doing its thing. So it's been 6 minutes now, and I'm just going to take this off. The next step says to whip off the plastic film, grab a cotton bud and remove the excess residue. Do you know what I like about this as well? Like, I have really sensitive skin and a lot of things can make me itch or break out. And obviously I didn't have that with the skin test, this is why I'm doing this. But even now with like a load of it all over my eyebrow, it's the same. And they're definitely nice and fluffy. Just my dog barking at the neighbour. It does say to keep moving upwards, otherwise your brows will end up looking like the brows of Albert Einstein. That's me when I first started doing soap brows. The next step is to apply some Fix It with a new lip gloss wand, and then take a new mascara wand and gently brush through the brows. So I've got the Fix It here with a new lip gloss wand. You get so much product as well. Like, I barely went in to the bottle and it's put so much product on my wand already. So yeah, you get a lot of uses out of this. And then I feel like this is probably the time for me to shape it how I want. So I'm basically going to run it just along the top and then bring it down here along the tail. There's like this fly running around and it's really annoying me and I can't get it. I feel like this is easier to do than soap brows because the brows are literally wet, so they're going into any shape and any direction that you put them in, which is nice and easy because it's nice to move the brows around. Okay, so step number 7 is, again, cover your brows with plastic film and leave the Fix It for 6 to 7 minutes, again depending on the thickness of your brow hairs. So I'm going to do this step again. I'm going to be careful when I put it on this time though, because I've got my brows in the shape that I want them. So again, I'm going to set a timer and then I'll be back afterwards.
New bag for work, got the pockets and shit in already.
Me and Lauren like to buy things and then give each other a haul on Snapchat. I don't know if anyone else does that with their friends. I feel like that's definitely something that girls do. So it's been 6 minutes again. I'm just going to take this off and then move on to the next step, which is applying some Clean It. So it says to get a fresh cotton pad. Also, these are extremely sanitary, these things that you get, because they have these little plastic lids on them that just pop straight off. It does also say to keep its magic that you do have to pop these back on, so just bear that in mind, not to throw those away. So yeah, I'm just going to take a little bit of this Clean It solution. I don't know if it is a solution that you'd call it. But yeah, I'm just going to take some of this and then basically wipe away everything that we've applied. They look really, really nice. I'm really impressed. I do obviously have some stray hairs, but laminating them has actually made it a little bit easier for me to see which stray hairs those are. So obviously when I go to tidy them up later on, I think it's going to be really easy for me. So the next step is to apply some Boost It. So I've got to grab another lip gloss wand and apply plenty of Boost It. This is full of good stuff and will replenish the skin. So obviously we have had quite a few, I want to say ingredients. I'm not baking a cake. Yeah, we've had quite a few things on the skin, so obviously if we can replenish it then we definitely want to do that. So I'm just going to apply this over the brows like I have been doing with everything else. I was terrified doing this to begin with, I won't lie to you. I was thinking to myself, am I going to do it right? And my eyebrows going to look okay? But yeah, genuinely is the easiest brow kit I think I've ever come across. I am just brushing these back up again because it does say for step 10, as a final touch, brush your brows upwards and set them in place. So I've brushed them straight up again, and then I'm going to do the same thing that I did last time, which was shape them. And then that is everything for one brow. So we have one brow completed. What does everyone think? I personally love this. So this is obviously the before and this is the after. Genuinely the easiest kit I think I've ever used. It's got everything and more that you could want in a kit. Really self-explanatory as well, like when you go through the instructions and how it tells you to do things, It explains it really, really well and easy, and it's just an overall easy kit to use. I am going to do this brow quickly off camera, and then I'll be back for the final results. Okay, so I'm back and the other eyebrow has been laminated as well. Not gonna lie, this one was a bit more difficult, but I feel like we've all got that brow that just, it's unruly, it doesn't want to listen to you, and it just wants to be awkward. But yeah, this is the final result. I absolutely love how they've turned out. I can't wait to fill them in a little bit more in like the natural sparse areas I have, like where my arch is and things like that. But again, I do that when I do soap brows anyway. So I just want to give my overall thoughts and opinions. So first and foremost, if you are someone that's looking at laminating your eyebrows, do I think that you need this kit? Absolutely, 100%. Like I said before, you get so many things that you need in it. I think I've probably said that like 4 times. But yeah, the kit does usually retail for $84.95, I believe, or $89.95. But it's actually at $49.95, which is amazing. I think my local salon charges around $25 just to have them done once. And you'll get a ton of uses out of this, way more than 2. So not only does it save you a lot of money, but it also saves you time as well, because you can just do it at home. And then you've also got that sort of like security blanket, because you can do them how you want. So I could have had mine just completely flat, straight up, or I could have shaped them like I have done. But yeah, this kit really is amazing. I'd recommend this to anyone that's wanting to laminate the brows, or even just try it out. When I applied the Boost It afterwards, it really did set them in place. Like, they feel not hard, but if I was to touch them, I don't feel like they'd start falling down, and I don't feel like I'd ruin everything that I've done. So yeah, I do really, really, really recommend this kit to anyone out there that is looking at laminating their brows. I've just zoomed you out a little bit more so you can sort of see how they're looking from a distance, and I feel like they've completely framed my face, and they've also sort of lifted my face up a little bit as well. I'm just sort of trying to put a little bit of makeup around them because it was extremely pink. So yeah, this is how the brows are looking, and yeah, this is the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, again, make sure to smash the video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below because it really helps me out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.